Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. I wanted to talk a little bit about this, a Chun-Li action figure marionette thing that I got years ago. And got Chun-Li playing here on the My Arcade little Street Fighter cabinet that I got. I quite like this whole thing. It's a very good recreation, a way to play Street Fighter at home and to play Chun-Li. I mentioned when I did the 3DS update for the Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, I think it's called. I was playing with Ulala as the racing character because she's my favorite character of that roster. But Chun-Li definitely is top of the pops for me. And with Street Fighter 6 now out, I thought, let's give Chun-Li a little bit of love. And rather than do anything gaming related, I thought I'd talk about this figure from Revoltech. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce it, but they that company made several of these figurines years ago, including Ken and Ryu and Guile and Zangief and a bunch of others. And when I saw how good the face is on this figure, that was the selling feature for me. There are quite a few Chun-Li action figures, marionettes, etc. around there, but again, if you can make out her face, that's probably one of the best renditions I've ever seen. A lot of the little figurines that these come out with, or companies that make little figurines like this, they either have an awful face or there's just not that much in the way of posability. And this figure is very, very posable. Let me show you. The box that it came in is here. Again, Revoltech? I don't know how you say that. But they came out with this SFO series, and as you can see, there's Chun-Li herself, a bunch of the other characters that you can get. And look at all the different poses that are possible. Like, you can do a lot with this figurine. This thing is very, very posable. It comes with quite a few little features. We're going to try out the Kikoken here in a second. And yeah, it's a really nice, compact, very posable representation of Chun-Li. So, let's show her off. So you've seen the face enough times. Lots of points of articulation. Other nice thing, comes with this little stand that you can place. It's got a little peg there for her back. So you can have her flying through the air or doing all kinds of stuff. But this thing is very, very posable. I think they kind of lucked out that with Chun-Li, she's got like puffy sleeves. So they've put, get in there. They've put circle, I'm not sure what the point of articulation would be called, but this ball gives you plenty of range of motion, and that's included in her hands, her arms. You can do all kinds of different directions with these figures, and the waist has some good turn to it. She's also lost her hand. Let me get that back on there. It's all just nice little pegs and slots and good stuff like that. There she goes. The legs definitely are very good. Like, look at that. You could actually have her in a seated position, I think. Or is she not? Okay, she's not gonna. She can do a high kick. She's kind of more cross. She can cross her legs, not so much sit down. Well, no, hang on. Maybe we can. I don't want to force it. But a pretty good amount of room. And again, got the ball joint there, so you've got a lot of movement. And I just broke her. Okay, I think panic is over. Gosh, I was a little bit worried there. Cleared the sinuses. I think this is intentional. You can see she's actually got a peg right through her gut, which allows her to bend and stuff. Now there's two pegs there, which go right back into her middle. There we go. Whoo, boy, that cleared the old sinuses right quick. I thought we had just busted her. But no, it's something, I guess this is how Revoltech designs their figures. You've got a good amount of positions that she can stand in. Same with the other fellas and all that. But the pegs can come loose if you're not too careful. So there we go. She's back in one piece. Okay, panic is over. So what I have intended to do with this video was to try and do some of her famous poses. Not quite so certain about the confidence on that now, but let's give it a whirl. So what I'm going to do is try and do this one, which is from Street Fighter V, and I'll just set her. I'll set this in the background so that we've got something to aim for here. Yeah, so can we get the knee up that high? I'm not entirely sure. She does have her limits. And let's see, you can bend the toe right down like that. You can put her on tiptoe. We can stretch this arm out this way. She has got another set of hands. I think they're just fists. We'll get those out in a second. And then her other hand is kind of sweeping back. So, but you know, we've kind of got there what we see on this Street Fighter 6 image. What do you think? Is that... it's kind of there. Kind of got her, you know. Very impressive. I'm going to try another one here. Okay, for these other poses, I'm going to need her other hand. So let me just get out of the box here her other bits. This is a bag that she came in. And also, we got here the documentation. What do we got here? Yeah, just here are all the different ranges of movement. Here are some of my suggestions for repair. I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know what any of that means, but nice little bit of documentation. Now in here, which is where she originally stood, we have other hands, and I need these cupped hands here. So I'm gonna get that one out. We've got some fists as well. We'll get to the fists later. But let's put her cupped hands on her. Okay, we got the cupped hands on now. So I'm going to try and do this image from Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I think that's what that's from. And so we've got knee up here and bent toe there and turn leg there. And you can't see what I'm trying to do here, but basically I'll lift up an arm. Bit trickier, this one. Trying to get to it, but it's proven to be a little bit harder than I'd anticipated. Still, you know, we got some options there anyhow. And this time aiming for definitely the Tatsunoko versus Capcom thing. Pop the flat hands back for this one. And it's actually not far off what she's already doing. So we've got one hand bent around and behind her head. Tilt the head this way. This one is up and out there. And we pretty much leave the back like that and the forward like that. How are we doing there? Is that close? That's close-ish. Yeah, I'll take it. Sure, why not? Okay. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit easy, but her victory pose, I mean, there's not much to that. Unfortunately, they did not include her doing the Yata victory symbol, but we can definitely get her to stand straight. And, oh, I think she's on her tippy toes. I guess she's jumping up here. And one hand up, doing the Yata symbol. And the other one kind of cupped to her face as she's laughing. There's only the one face, unfortunately, so we can't put in like a smiling face or anything like that. But there we go. We've even got her victory pose there. Hang on, she's got a shadow. Let's just turn that. There we go. You can do the victory symbol or victory pose. That's not too far off, I guess. And then for the last one, I'm going to try and do her Kokokan launching the little energy blast out, which we do actually have the option for, but let's just see. So she's got her legs pretty much like this, and leaning forward, and then looking up, and we want to have the hands both out in front, firing, rotate, aim up, do this. Sorry, this is all out of focus here. And we can even use our little holding her in midair peg to do this. Actually, we can do that. Pretty close, pretty close. Hang on, let's just get that back over there. There we go. Let's move what we're aiming for to that side there. And put the hands closer together. In the box, they even include a little Kikoken power thing coming out of her hand, so we can just do that. I don't seem to be able to get that in her hand. Got the spaces for them. I just have to feed that in there. Hang on. Let's check the instructions. So there's what I'm aiming for there. Yeah, they want it to go not... This thing doesn't go quite into the center of it. It goes into that little peg there. So, let's see if we can get this happening. We got it. We got it. Okay, so now if I can get her lined up. There we go. Yeah, that I will take as a... That's a win. Sure, why not? Okay. And I won't bother with the other one. But anyway, yeah, just thought I would do a little video about this Revoltech, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Chun-Li action figured marionette figurine. Really, really nice. Much better looking face-wise, and the outfit's pretty good. Lots of range of motion. Do not panic if it suddenly falls apart on you like I did earlier, because it is something that can be restored back to normal. And yeah, it's a really good display piece. Very, very functional. Quite a variety of different poses you can do on it. I didn't even bother trying to get the high kick there, or the Kicken Yaku. I can't remember what that one's called. But anyway, all of the different things that this character can do are definitely recreatable with this figure, and it's quite a nice little unit, quite a nice figurine, good likeness, good posability. If you're looking for some representation of your favorite Street Fighter character, definitely see if you can find these Revoltech figurines, because they have a lot of range of motion, and I just think they look really, really good. At least this one for Chun-Li does anyway. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. Yes, hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.